Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Madam Speaker, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA, is a critical tool for thwarting terrorist plots and collecting vital intelligence on actors who are hostile to U.S. interests. During the FBI's 2016 Russia collusion investigation, however, FBI officials grossly abused FISA to spy on an associate of a presidential campaign they opposed. The purpose of the bill before us today is to reauthorize expiring FISA authorities while ensuring that other FISA tools can never again be turned against the American people for political purposes. In 2017, in the course of our own investigation on Russia, House Intelligence Committee Republicans received strong indications that FISA had been severely abused in order to spy on Carter Page, a former associate of the Trump campaign. As we investigated the matter, we were stonewalled at nearly every juncture by top officials of the FBI and the Department of Justice. Their denials of any wrongdoing were uniformly repeated by the media and by political figures who were spreading the false accusation that Trump campaign officials colluded with the Russian government to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. I'd like to thank my Republican colleagues and staff on the committee who persisted amid the most determined obstruction of any investigation this House has seen in a long time. I'd also like to thank our Republican colleagues on the House Oversight and Judiciary Committees who worked hard to uncover the full extent of this malfeasance. The full scope of the abuse was eventually detailed by Inspector General Michael Horowitz, whose December 2019 report revealed 17 major mistakes and omissions, along with many lesser abuses. Among many other abuses the Inspector General found was that the FBI had used unverified allegations from the Steele dossier to get a FISA warrant on Carter Page, had misrepresented the reliability of those allegations to the court, had omitted exculpatory information from their submission, and had doctored an email to hide Page's prior cooperation with a U.S. intelligence agency. H.R. 6172 is the first step in imposing reforms to address these gross abuses and restore accountability in the FISA process. These reforms include, but are not limited to, requiring the Attorney General's approval in order to obtain a FISA warrant for any candidate for federal office, imposing strong penalties for those who conceal information from the FISA court or leak FISA-derived information, and providing clear authorization for Congress to access FISA materials so that elected officials can better oversee FISA cases without obstruction. This legislation makes strong reforms that will protect the American people from government overreach while continuing to protect the homeland from terrorist threats. Close congressional oversight of the FISA process, which will be enhanced significantly by this bill, must continue in order to prevent future abuses. What happened to the Trump campaign in 2016 can never be allowed to happen again, not to a political campaign and not to an American citizen. I believe I speak for all Republicans when I say that our work is not finished. We will continue to look for further ways to improve both privacy protections and as well as FISA's effectiveness in diffusing national security threats to our country. With that, I urge support of H.R. 6172, and I reserve the balance of my time.